I went to the 49ers stadium where there's a substation, the 49ers practice field, and then the Santa Clara youth soccer field, and measured levels from 10 to 50 on the ground near the substation to 17, 18, right around the perimeter of the soccer fields. The team hired an expert who's yet unnamed. They haven't released the report or the expert that claimed, or that the team interpreted their report to claim that the levels were 400 times below the safe zone, that the whole thing is a nothing burger.
Well, there's several issues there. Let me first describe what levels of magnetic field are associated with elevated risk of cancer. Magnetic field in the US is measured by the units of milligauss. Internationally, it's microtesla, but let me talk about milligauss. The studies of childhood leukemia in relation to power line exposures show very convincingly that living in a home with magnetic fields of 4 milligauss increases the risk of cancer. There's a lot of evidence that probably the threshold is 2 milligauss, but 4 milligauss was clearly associated with elevated cancer. And what you're talking about at the 49ers stadium is, what do you say, 15 to 50, something like that? Clearly elevated levels that are going to increase the risk of cancer. No, I haven't up to this point talked about adult cancers, but the evidence that magnetic fields from power lines, also from appliances, increase the risk of adult cancer. It's not as strong as it is for childhood cancer, but it's strong. And it's strong specifically for leukemia, for male and female breast cancer, and there's some evidence for brain cancer. The issue around the 49ers was more injuries, questions of more cancers, and you have a children's soccer field there. You have adults exposed in their practice fields, which a practice field, you're there for a lot longer than you are for a game. You're there every day working out. These are exposures that just should not occur. You do have to have substations, and substations are going to have high magnetic fields around them, but they should not be placed near places where people, whether children or adults or athletes, are spending large amounts of time.